My name's Chris Conover. I'm the Director of Operations at C&B Complete Cleaning and Construction located in Bethany Beach, Delaware. And we are a full service company. We offer water, fire, mold, and construction. Yeah, so since joining Morefloods in 2019, 2020, C&B Complete, the journey's been unreal. We can't thank them enough. We started out doing about 120 jobs at year end in 2016. And at year end last year, we did a little bit over 600 jobs. The most impressive thing for Morefloods itself, for our company, is the ability for them to establish the material and documentation and training that we need to put in the proper systems and checklists and processes for our company to grow from doing 120 jobs to over 600 last year. Our revenue's grown from a little bit over $1 million to being on pace to we should do right around 5.5, 5.6 this year. So, I always start with that and truly believe in it, because if not, we would be running around, with our heads cut off. Going from that 100 jobs to 600 is a lot easier and a lot more attainable with the processes that were supplied by Morefloods. And another huge thing, and something we see in today's world, is retaining employees. And employees at your company, if they're running around with their heads cut off, they're stressed out, they're anxious about coming to work, they're not going to last as long as being organized, having a process, knowing how to handle certain situations. And for us, we have a great core group that's been with us for several years, and we're adding more people as we grow. And I always like to start with that. Morefloods is obviously a great marketing program and has a lot to it, but building that foundation has been unbelievable for us. So when speaking on the network of Morefloods, the first thing that comes to mind is family. Everybody's super close, can reach out to each other, helps each other, is willing to help each other, go the extra mile. Nobody's in it to, not have somebody else get in front of them, or take advantage of one another. One thing that I always explain to our team, that comes along with Morefloods, along with all the documentation and material online, is the ability to reach out to the member support team on a daily basis if you need to. They'll guide you in the right direction. They'll guide you to the Facebook groups. Facebook groups as well are, an amazing resource for us, and being able to message each other back and forth from companies all over the country and get information allows us to, if we run into a obstacle or a hump, we're able to reach out to so many different resources that we feel like we have a private consultant among the Morefloods family. It truly is amazing, and not only am I able to use those resources, but our whole team is, which is awesome. The most influential or impactful concept that comes to me first is joining C&B Complete in 2016 and the end of 2016, and not having a single clue what to do or what foot to put forward. That December, I believe it was, is when we went down to the Morefloods onboarding to learn about the program. And I will never forget that onboarding and how impressive it was, of how laid out every single different marketing program, go back to the processes, the HR booklet was, and it just fascinated me and gave me the drive to bring it back to our own company while using the resources we saw there. And I kind of go back to that whole idea of the systems and processes, because I had just finished up grad school in business and I still had no idea what foot to put forward, and being able to take in all that information was super valuable to me, and I'll never forget it. I was able to grind for, I just remember not doing anything but grinding for about 8 months and using those resources, and it really propelled our company, myself personally and professionally, forward. And that absolutely pops to mind, is that trip for that original member onboarding class. The team at Morefloods has been nothing but family to C&B, and I can see it shine through the other members when we were first onboarded. Reaching out to members and them just talking about how willing Morefloods is to help you in any situation. And being able to reach out to them for the last 5+ years for us has been huge. We've built relationships not only professionally through restoration, seeing each other at classes, conferences, but also just personally. It's nice to touch base and, catch up, see how they're doing. And we're Facebook friends, seeing life accomplishments, family accomplishments, and, stuff that goes on, and just really being able to show, that we truly care for each other outside of the workforce is super important to us at C&B, and it correlates directly to More Floods, and you can see it shine through them as well. The in-person trainings, when you arrive, it's pretty amazing how organized, and it's like a well-oiled machine. I mean, from the time you walk in the door to going upstairs to not only the classroom itself, but also the ability to have, the organization of their cabinets, the fridge, the food, the lunch, the breakfast, everything that goes into it is kind of a wow factor. And you walk into these places, and not only for you, but when you bring your employees as well, and they see that your company is investing in such a high, reputable company that cares as well, that enhances or empowers people to step up their game as well. And you're not walking into a place where it's unorganized, or you're missing some context for the classroom, or it's you're taking an hour-long break because somebody didn't show up. And that goes a long way, and goes a long way for not only myself but the teammates that I've brought out there. And they come back to C&B, whether it's the marketing training or the general training, and they know how serious they take it, and it allows us to look up to something and look up to a company that we really want to continue to use their resources and honestly be like them and be successful. When thinking about the More Floods program itself and joining, the first thing that pops into my mind, being competitive and always wanting to continue to grow and move forward and be successful for myself and our team, is that More Floods is not a franchise. It's not your typical franchise out there that when you're doing well as the company or you're improving, they're out to ask you for more funds or ask you for this or ask you for a higher fee. With More Floods, it's a flat fee. They shoot you straight, and you join the family. And with that, you grow your company, you grow with them, and the sky truly is the limit how far you want to take it with them. And